Financial changes are on the horizon. Let's just be honest. The entire financial system as we know it is undergoing a significant change, while majority are just still too distracted by TikTok. They're watching the news, they're watching this, they're, doing that. They're too busy to keep up with what's going on, but we're here. We're looking into this. We're doing the research and we are connecting the dots. That way, we can invest in this new technology that will power everyday transactions and pretty much everything around us. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. If we take a quick look at what is going on, I strongly encourage everyone to join the free Discord. There's going to be a link at the top of the description below. This is one of the most valuable and informative Discords out there, and it's completely free. There's a free side that has a ton of free crypto gems, free market strategies, guides, market trends, free charts, and there's also going to be new cheat sheets dropped in this Discord. And already, we have a ton of testimonials from members of the Discord that have been absolutely loving it. So what are you waiting for? Go and click the link at the top of the description below and join the free Discord. Guys, the US dollar monopoly system, the weaponized financial US dominant system as well, the SWIFT network, all of it is still heating up. On the 23rd, we got another accelerant announced. What do I mean by this? Well, let's take a look at it. Breaking news: United States banks to begin reporting Russian assets for eventual forfeiture under new law. Here we go. This is going to get wild. Yeah, because guess what? This is more fuel for the fire to accelerate the pushback on the traditional system. That's exactly what all of this is. They're creating this big conflict. It's like a financial war, right? It's a big conflict. Everyone's getting riled up about it. And then they push the solution. I've said this 100 times on this channel. But if we look down here, we have, while the vast bulk of Russian assets are held in Europe, it is estimated that the US banking system holds as much as $6 billion in Russian assets in trust. Now, the source is apnews.com. We have US banks to begin reporting Russian assets for eventual forfeiture. So this is very interesting. Now, like I said, more fuel for the fire. Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. That's all this is. Now, if we take a look at a few things, let's look at what Russia has been doing. Number one, July 23rd. Russia considers greenlighting crypto for international payments. And we have down here, this is a need for businesses, especially in cases involving sanction mechanisms when they need to enter the international market, and it can't always be resolved through standard methods. Now, a lot of people have been saying, all right, well, how are they going to use crypto to, get around sanctions? Well, it's actually going to be pretty challenging, but there is ways. There's obviously going to be ways that they can get away with evading sanctions through crypto. But on and off ramps are definitely a challenge regardless of, any sort of transaction flow. But outside of this, we know that Russia has been highlighting crypto for a while. Even over here, we have Russian lawmakers pass bill legalizing Bitcoin mining, crypto payments for international trade as well. This was a few years ago, by the way, the bill that they're talking about in conversation here. But it's expected to take effect on September 1st, pending final approval from the Federation. So we're definitely eyeing this closely because remember, like a lot of this is, bills. This is a legislation around crypto that is ultimately going to put more pressure on what the US is going to do with crypto, because that's still a big problem. Even in the US, there's zero moves happening around crypto regulations, legislation, etc. Now, outside of that, July 19th, Putin wants to speed up deployment of Russia's CBDC. Again, all of this talk about, the economic activity, the financial activity, the, financial war that's essentially going on. Because again, like right now with the US and Russia, there's been like for the last 2 years now, almost 2.5 years, there's just been so much activity around, pushback on the dollar, de-dollarization efforts. We need to move towards a different financial system. We have to get away from Swift. And all of this financial conflict that essentially is brewing and brewing and brewing, it's all leading up to that big moment where we finally see something go live or something that, accelerates everything further. Now, yes, could it be this? This is just a little bit more fuel. Like I said, this is a little bit of an acceleration or an accelerant, if you will. But this is not the big move that's going to say, all right, that's it, green light, it's going. No, something big is brewing. We don't know what it's going to be, but something big is brewing. Now, could that be a CBDC in Russia going live? 100%. And it probably will be this. Now, outside of this, over here, Russia, China team up against the US dollar with planned blockchain payment system. This happened back in March, by the way, of this year, March 5th. Now, as we look at this, right, remember what this is focused on: digital technologies and blockchain. That is very important to focus on. Why? Because go and look at all of the projects from the BIS. Go look at a lot of the documents by the IMF or the World Bank. All of these organizations that have been pushing and pushing for so long behind the scenes, like you can go back to 2017, 2016, 2015 even. There's been a lot of discussions around financial use cases with blockchain and crypto. Now, early on, there was a lot of, pushback and, FUD being pushed by the IMF and things like that. But as we started to see crypto become a much larger asset class, that's when we started to see these elite organizations really kind of waking up to the fact that, this space is not going anywhere. It's only going to continue to grow and become much bigger, which means, guess what? They need to get behind it, or else this is just going to continue to balloon and balloon and balloon and balloon, and they're not going to be able to participate at all. So that's why we're starting to see all of these big, ambitious plans from like the BIS, the IMF, and all of them being pushed at the same exact time. This has already been planned since day one, in my opinion, as well. Now, over here, we have Justin. Russia says the creation of a financial system similar to Swift will help create a new economic reality for BRICS countries. Now, this just got announced on the 25th, so yesterday. And it's just kind of building upon what we already know from BRICS. Like, BRICS have been pushing this and pushing this and pushing this, and we've just been waiting, right? It's kind of like, we constantly are hearing it, and it kind of sounds like a broken record. It's like, all right, well, what's happening? Are they actually doing this? Well, if we go back to the 19th, and then we know of, all of these big announcements from the 23rd, the 24th, and, even more recently, it kind of seems like Russia really wants to push the CBDC narrative. They want this to become a reality. Remember what a CBDC does, right? This is a government-issued stablecoin, all right? And this allows for decentralization as well. I'm not saying that I'm in support of CBDCs. I'm just saying that that's what they want. But we already have here that Russia already has a digital financial asset framework for tokenized assets, including commodities such as gold. This is very interesting, but the usage of DFA, such as tokenized gold for payments, is banned. However, the country recently passed legislation supporting their use for cross-border payments. So this is very interesting. It seems as though they really are focused on CBDCs, tokenized asset payments. This is exactly what we are seeing being pushed by the central bank of central banks as well. And what's funny about this? All in the middle of all of these announcements, July 16th, 10 days ago, Project Rialto, improving instant cross-border payments using wholesale CBDC settlement. Guys, I just want to take a second to say that Ripple is on the CPMI group with the BIS. It's all about improving cross-border payments and the efficiencies, right? Making sure that cross-border payments are efficient for the digital age. Faster, cheaper, more transparent. How are they doing this? Oh yeah, CBDCs, tokenized assets. Like, look at this. This is all around, using a modular foreign exchange component combined with settlement in wholesale central bank digital currencies. This is all around improving cross-border payments with the G20 because the G20 set out their goals. FX is a key component of cross-border payments, but currently the FX services facilitated by correspondent banks can be costly, slow, and complex, and they expose participants in the payments chain to liquidity, credit, and settlement risk. Exactly what Ripple has been pushing for so long. Remember, Ripple also dominates the FX market. They have 90% coverage. And then here we finally see the focus. Decentralized solutions, CBDC, and interlinked payment infrastructures are considered promising avenues to improve cross-border payments. How they interact has not yet been explored and could yield answers that advance cross-border payments globally. What does this make me think about? Well, if we're talking about cross-border payment infrastructure, we go and check out the CBDC platform by Ripple, focused on CBDCs and stablecoins. This is a decentralized platform. This is a platform that is built on private XRP ledger technology. And yes, XRP could still be utilized as a bridge currency. I will build on that here in a second, but we could see all of the background information behind this: interoperability, overlay services, sustainability, access and inclusion, all that good stuff. This is one of those decentralized cross-border payment infrastructure platforms that they're literally talking about here around decentralized solutions. This is the key. This is the focus. And I love the fact that they're looking at this in a bridge format, because on this image, as you guys can see, we have Rialto in Venice is both a bridge connecting the two sides of the Grand Canal. You literally cannot make this up, symbolizing the cross-border payment infrastructure, and a marketplace symbolizing the automatic FX settlement using a wholesale CBDC. Now, let's talk about the CBDC platform by Ripple, because everyone, including Blockworks, put out back in May of 2023, Ripple's new CBDC play has no direct need for XRP. How funny, right? Ripple recently put out a document, May 31st, how Ripple utilizes XRP for cross-border payments. It's a full breakdown. Obviously, yes, cross-border payments are the focus here, even around CBDCs. Now, you might be saying, well, Nick, this doesn't even talk about CBDCs. And yes, you are correct. But remember that this is to bridge two currencies. When we're talking about a CBDC, all it is a private issued government stablecoin that still needs a bridge currency. It's a walled garden. It needs to be bridged. It builds upon XRP's use case even more. And remember that Ripple, in the cross-border payments market, this cross-border payments solution platform, they put out a video that was here before this one. They updated it, and this was that video. Listen closely to this, and then tell me that XRP is not still focused on when it comes to the CBDC platform.
Designed CBDC can provide a means to bridge disparate currencies through XRP. Its inherent interoperability can allow for connection with other central bank ledgers for efficient cross-asset and cross-border transactions. This can be done with cross-issuance using XRP as a bridge currency or via cross-ledger communication protocol.
There you guys have it. This is still Ripple's focus. They still want XRP as that bridge currency whenever it comes to CBDCs, stablecoins, you name it. Now also, David Schwartz, and over here on a document as well. First off, this is in response to Blockworks, this article. The CBDC platform reaffirms the significance of the XRP ledger as it's built with the same core ledger technology. It has the ability to interact with the XRP ledger and use XRP as a bridge currency for cross-currency and cross-border payments. In 2021, Ripple announced a private ledger for CBDCs. At the time, Ripple said that XRP could be leveraged as a neutral bridge asset for frictionless value movement between CBDCs and other currencies. Again, I just want you guys to understand how significant this CBDC platform will be, regardless of what we are seeing pushed around the space. Yes, the BRICS news against, how they're pushing back against the dollar and, the US financial system. This is all big conflict. Mainstream media eats it up. People eat it up. I mean, guys, 227,000 views, 9.7K likes. Obviously, people are eating this up. They're saying the US dollar is going to fail. It's going to collapse, this, that, whatever. What do you think happens? Whatever Russia does, the US will do, and they'll try to do it better. If Russia is going to push a CBDC, which it seems as though they want to, the US will need to act accordingly. But this is the thing. If Russia pushes a central bank digital currency, those words specifically, the US will push a stablecoin, which, remember what a central bank digital currency is, a government-issued stablecoin. The US will push a stablecoin, and everyone will say, oh, it's a stablecoin, this is great news, it's not a CBDC, blah, blah, blah. Because again, that's what a lot of people think. They think that a stablecoin and a CBDC are two completely different things. The only thing that makes them different is the issuer. When it is a CBDC, the government is issuing it. When it's a stablecoin, a private company is issuing it, like Circle, Ripple, Tether, you name it. We are going to align with whatever a lot of these nations are doing because this is the evolution of our financial system. This is the new financial system. CBDCs are the new financial system. How do we know this? Because well over 90+% of central banks are exploring, in the process of trialing or even launching a CBDC. And remember what the BIS has outlined when it comes to the Finternet, the new financial system. CBDCs are the focus. And it seems as though Ripple's platform fits this perfectly, as you guys even see here with Project Rialto that just got announced on the 16th of July. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe to notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.